let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, oh there with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on, smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a...
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on second down, Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and
it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. It's complete to Jones. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Jones has it, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time, now they double it and get 10 here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A run for Nick Chubb. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan now going to try to run the option left. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Ryan back into his end zone. Complete to Jones. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons. On first down, Freeman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 22, Ryan escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey,
On first down, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there, as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Great 15, great 15. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is gonna wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check Mike 27, check Mike. Bravo. Check pass, check pass. Mike 27.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. A quick throw, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, exit. 45's the mic. Get your swerve on. 45's the mic.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run. Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and goal. Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Ryan on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the 31, Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have taken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Single. 57. 52. Watch the curve. Hey, Alpha. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic.
To throw is Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long.